And
Let's
so
just
when
keep
you
it
look
going.
at this experiment that you did, if you were to add, you said 24 miles per hour, but that's not considering the 26%. If you were to add 7 more miles per hour to this collision, would you expect more damage to that right taillight?
Potentially, yes, but you're certainly getting into the realm of injury at that point.
I'm not asking about that. I'm asking you a simple question about damage. If you were to add 7 miles per hour onto this test here, would you expect more damage to that right rear taillight?
Yes.
Okay, can you finish the video? Now I want to ask you some questions. You can stop there. I want to ask you some questions. Can you bring it back to right before the collision, please? Speed changes the result of this, doesn't it?
In terms of the impact speed?
Yes, the impact speed can change
Yes.
the result of this, of the damage to the right rear taillight, can it?
Correct.
And the angle of the arm can change the damage to that right rear taillight, can't it?
It can, yes.
Did you take any pictures of the debris field after the impact and damage in this test E? Did you take any photographs of the debris field?
Did they?
I believe so, yes.
Was it included in your materials that you provided us?
It should have been in all of the test materials that was provided, yes.
Was the debris field within a certain range? Was it within a certain circle, 10, 20, 30 feet?
That sounds about right.
And so a debris field, although it might scatter, it almost forms kind of a ring, doesn't it?
It can, yes.
And it can form that ring away from where the body lands, can't it?
It can, yes.
And in this test, which you say is 24 miles per hour, without the reduction to 17.8 miles per hour, in this test, upon impact, there is a number of pieces of taillight that shatter, isn't there?
Yes.
Did you count how many?
Around 17, 18, something like that.
About 19
Who knows?
pieces.
19 pieces. Could you move forward just a little bit?
Who knows? I don't know.
And when they break and scatter, some of them go up, some go down. Stop, please. Yes?
Correct, yes.
Some of them come in contact with Randy's arm. Yes?
Correct.
Now, Randy being on a harness, it's not like real life when the Lexus goes by, could continue to push him with it, right? He can't go with the car or the Lexus because he's on a harness. Yes?
Correct. He's not going to move from that position.
If you can move forward, do you see Randy's feet?
Yes.
See the right foot?
Yes.
It's twisting, right?
Correct.
Turning. Stop. Could you show the photo of the sneaker, please?
So is this data good or not? Is this test good or not? I'm confused as to which point he's trying to make.
When you were reaching your conclusions that you offered to the jury today, did you consider this photograph?
No.
Did you know that this sneaker was up against a curb in the area?
Yes.
And you didn't consider this at all?
Wasn't a part of my analysis.
Okay. You can go back to the video. You see the spin and rotation on the foot?
Yes.
Can you keep going? And the turn of the sneaker?
Yes.
Okay.
What are we
I
doing
want
here?
you to go back, Ms. Gilman, please, to the point of impact. In your studies, you would agree there can be a clip of a pedestrian that causes significant damage to a taillight where the pedestrian incurs no lower body injuries whatsoever. That can happen, can it?
Well, I don't know that I would describe this as a clip to the arm. This is a full-on impact to the arm, so it's not a clip. Again, you saw at the 15 miles per hour. I think that's more analogous to a clip or a side swipe where the arm just kind of gets brushed out of the way. This, I would say, is a full-on impact to the arm.
Okay.
But I thought they said he was sideswiped, though. They being Aperture, they being Shannon Burgess and Dr. Welcher. So what's the issue here?
to use your words, in a full-on impact like this, a pedestrian could be involved in a full-on impact causing that amount of damage to the taillight that's reflected in this video, but suffer no lower body injuries. Isn't that fair to say?
This is confusing.
I don't address
cross-examination.
injuries, sir.
Well, let's play it forward. Do we ever see Randy's knees hit the car? Hips? Ribs?
I see the foot getting run over, but I don't think there was contact with the legs, no.
Would you agree that a pedestrian could be in this type of collision and suffer no lower body injuries based on your presentation here?
Sir, I don't address injuries. Biomechanics is not my area of specialty.
You said it's common in vehicle pedestrian collisions that there's some type of bumper displacement. Have you
Correct.
said that?
Yes.
Okay, bring it back to the beginning, please. Stop. Any bumper displacement in this collision?
In this specific test, no.
You said that on direct you would expect that there would be some panel deformation. What does that mean?
So if for instance, let's say the hand is not contacting the taillight or a portion of it is contacting the liftgate, you could see deformation to that body paneling.
You said that you would expect to see, not that you could. What you said on direct is you would expect to see panel deformation.
Yes.
And you said in this case there was none, right? Talking about the defendant's Lexus. You said, I would expect to see panel deformation, and in this case, the defendant's Lexus, there was none. That's what you told us on direct.
Correct.
Let's watch E. Let's watch your video. Play it ahead. Is there any panel deformation? Stop. In this?
No, sir.
Okay. So when you said on direct examination, relative to the defendant's Lexus, you would expect panel deformation, there was none. There are examples, one that you gave us yourself, where there is a collision causing this amount of damage to a taillight where there's no panel deformation.
I'm going to allow it.
Right?
If I
Jeez.
recall, I think you're referring to my prior testimony in another proceeding where I had not conducted this testing yet. So ultimately, that's part of the reason why this testing was conducted, to evaluate that.
In this case, the damage to the right rear taillight, there's no panel deformation there, is there?
Correct. There is not.
When somebody is wearing a hat and they're involved in a collision similar to this, can their hat fall off?
Potentially.
Did you look at photos? Is there a photo of the hat, Ms. Gilman? Before you came to your opinions and conclusions, did you look at this photo and see a hat on the grass?
I did review this, yes.
And did you give any consideration when you did your tests to whether the hat would come off Randy or any crash test dummy when you hit it at that speed?
No, that wasn't a part of my evaluation.
Could I have photo 77, please? What's that, sir?
So I don't know if you'll be able to see it in the photograph, but there was some material transfer from the jeans that the rescue Randy was wearing.
And so as a result of that impact, there was scuffing from Randy's jeans onto this exemplar Lexus.
There was scuffing, yes.
Did you look at the defendant's photos of the defendant's Lexus to see
Yes.
if there was
Sorry.
it's okay, to see if there was any
He's answering the
scuffing
question.
in a very similar area?
I don't recall it being at that portion of the vehicle close to the rear wheel.
Where did you see the scuffing on the defendant's Lexus?
I think there was some scrapes along the wraparound section of the bumper cover.
The bottom part?
Correct.
It's not claimed that's attributed to the collision, so I don't want you to consider that. But did you see other scuffs a little higher up on the Lexus?
I did, but I don't know that those could certainly just be normal wear and tear to the vehicle.
Was that normal wear and tear?
This, no, because we observed it in the test.
Could I have photo 153, please?
You're losing me, man.
Now, this is a photo without the hatchback up. This is just the lighting fixture, right?
Correct.
And could you close up in on that? And you would agree if you went 7 miles per hour faster, it would cause more damage to that, wouldn't it?
Yes.
When the taillight is shattered and it spreads through the air, does it have the potential to impale a person, for example, on their nose?
What?
I'm sorry, can you repeat the question?
In your test, you saw that upon collision, there was a scattering of taillight that broke from the fixture, correct?
Correct.
Would those shards, as they float or fly through the air, would they have the ability to impale a person on their face or even their nose?
Sure.
I think that would be unlikely.
Why not? What's your point? I get more reasonable doubt. I think Hank's forgetting whose side he's on,
And
man.
finally, we've discussed,
Jesus.
you now would agree with me that weight does matter, doesn't it?
It can if it's significant, yes.
I have no further questions.
All right, Mr. Jackson.
Oh my God. And so therefore, you would agree with me. After all we went through, my final thoughts are weight does matter. What? Right? Yeah. Yo, somebody come get this guy. Let me know what y'all think about this garbage cross-examination.